Yes, guys, very good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Supreet Singh from the Department of Automobile Engineering. Uh, Today, I am here to discuss one of the topic of smart vehicles, one of the topic that is the smart features in the car in the smart vehicle. The name of the subject is smart vehicles. Uh, Let us discuss that what we are going to study today. We are going to study today the smart vehicles, that how these smart vehicle came into existence, how these smart vehicles are there, that they have created too much importance in today's world that we cannot in we cannot rely upon the human technology. We have to get computerized technology in order to get more secure, more comfort. So we have taken into account many types of smart vehicles. So in today's lecture, I'll be taking up with you the smart vehicles. The name of the car is La Ferrari. Yeah, by listening the name of the Ferrari, I know you guys are quite curious to know that what is there in Ferrari, what is the technology behind use, why in today's world in 2020 still no car is able to beat them in race, no car is able to beat them in comfort, and the pleasure which these car gives to the driver is beyond imagination. So guys, before going to the topic, let me show you that what is smart vehicles. What is the I can say what is smart vehicles? Why we call a vehicle as a smart vehicle? We call a vehicle as a smart vehicle because when it has smart features in it. When we open the door by hand, it is a manual mode. When we open the door by the gesture we make, then it is a smart feature. We are not touching the car, we are making a gesture, and it is being opened. I am sliding this pointer over here. This is the door, and this is the aerodynamics, and you can feel the difference in the normal car, in the spark in if I talk about the CI or SI cars and the hybrid cars, and third one is the e-technology, vehicle technology. There is a lot of difference in that. So let us see that where the difference lies. I would like to show you a small video before I go through the lecture. Let us see one video in which I'm going to share the screen with you guys, that how I can say that how you guys will able to know that what is a car, what is a LaFerrari car. Before going to that, let us see one video. I'm sharing my screen with you guys. Uh, so I guess you are able to see it now. See one video. I'm explaining in uh, that what is LaFerrari car. So this is a LaFerrari car.
And this is what a supercar should sound like.
So, guys, this is the heart of the car, the engine, I can say. See, it is a V12 engine, I can say. It is having nearly 950 horsepower. It is having 12 cylinders in it. You are not able to see this on the screen because it is now assembled. But which things which we are going to study this in the further slide, I'll come across with it. So this is the exhaust power
No
which
miserable
use the
V8s or puny little turbochargers. That is Ferrari's greatest hit. The sound of 12 cylinders properly arranged in a V. Molto grazie. And then there's the price. LaFerrari has the other two linked there as well. The Porsche 918, £646,000. The McLaren P1. It's built from not one but four different.
Okay, guys. Now I just shown you the glimpse of the car. Now let us come again back to the PPT and show you that what this car is. What this car is. Why people are crazy about Ferrari. Your subject is the smart vehicles. Why we call this as a smart vehicle? Why don't we call other vehicle as smart vehicle? Let us start with that. So first of all, I give you one MCQ that select the correct option. With technologies behind the smart vehicles, it is whether the e-vehicle technology or the spark ignition technology. So I start the polling. Guys, come on. I give you a chance. You have to select either A or B. The first option, that is A, and that is the e-vehicle technology or the spark ignition. The question is here in front of you. I have started the polling. Okay. So you have to answer. Yes. One student has correctly answered. The answer is e-vehicle technology. That is the spark ignition technology. Okay, great. So this is the correct answer. Yeah. Let us move to the next slide. What are the different type of smart vehicles? Smart vehicles are vehicles because they have very good smart features in it. No doubt, the smart features are came into existence with the time. In 2020, I can say that autonomous cars have been made, but still the e-vehicle technology and the petrol, that is the hybrid vehicles, are there. So let us start with one of, I have shown a video clip. I'll take this LaFerrari as an example. It is in your syllabus that you have to study the smart features. I'll take one concept of a car and further I'll go with the features as per your syllabus. In similarly, I'll be taking up in account your BMWs, Audis, and Mercedes, Rolls-Royce. These type of cars which are having the smart features, I'll be covering throughout in the session. But my today's lecture is focused upon the LaFerrari, that is the smart features of a Ferrari car. Okay, guys. So you can clearly see, I told in my last lecture also, I am taking this pencil in order to make you more clear. Can you see this, guys? Can you see this? This one, this. This is basically a concept has to be taken by the designer in order to whether realize that what concept on it he will design the car. It is an angry insect type concept taken by the I can say by the designer, uh, and it has butterfly doors. You can clearly see the doors butterfly. And why it is called an angry insect, I would like to share this in the next slide. If I have, you must have seen the full view of the car. Okay, let me go to the first slide. Why it is called an angry insect? It is called as angry insect because of this reason. This reason. It has these two horns on it and it has butterfly doors, so we called it as an angry insect. Okay, so I again come to this question that why it is ventilating. It has I come with the shape of the car. I was started with the shape of the car. It has angry insect type concept in the design. Butterfly doors are there. Venting airs for the radiator. Now this is all because of aerodynamics. The aerodynamics decides the ventilating airs for the radiator. The engine cooling is done by, because it is an petrol engine, so no doubt there will be a proper flow of the air in order to cool the engine. It is a V12 technology, so in order to cool the engine we required the proper aerodynamics. So I'll be covering up the shape part of aerodynamics in the next slides, but for now, I can say that it has a shape of the butterfly doors and an angry insect and a ventilating air for the radiator that has been designed in order to provide a good aerodynamics. Next is the next thing. Let us come to the interior of the car. We are coming on the smart features now. The air into the engine flows through the V12. It has 12 cylinders. It is nearly 6.3 liters engine, and it has carbon fiber. Guys, I would like to get a small discussion with you. Just raise your hand if you are what to like to answer. What type of carbon fiber Ferrari is using? Can somebody answer? Yes, one hand raise is there, but I would like to, because it is a single communication way, it is not an interactive session, so I would like to answer. It has many types of carbon fiber layer in it in order to provide strength, in order to provide the lightweight, in order to provide the luster. So these things are kept in mind, because if you see over here, see the beauty over here, see the beauty, see the fabric on the seats, and see the this part, this vulcanized rubber part mats on the base. And this one is a smart feature of the projector. This is your steering wheel, and it is all having the steering control over here. I will discuss this in the later slides. Rubberized floor. So carbon fiber I have covered that it bodies. In the last video also I have told you that the Renault cars are hexa carbon fibered, in that the structure is hexagonal carbon fiber structure. So in this also there are structural layer, composite layers, in order to provide strength, luxury, and lightweight. So rubberized floor is there. You can see in this slide only. It is to provide the strength to the floor and to comfort to the passenger, because it is a racing car. And no doubt this model is also on the roads also. It is the fastest car on the road, I can say, with 448 kilometer per hour. That is 280 miles, 290 miles, I can say 290 miles with the speed, highest speed. Its chassis is 27% stiffer than the normal cars. I can talk about McLaren, I can talk about the BMW. Its chassis is quite stiffer, which provides, while it taking a sharp turn, it does not provide the skidding. Or we can say there are other feature also which stop the skidding, like the spoiler, which does not allow the air drag and provide the braking to the rear wheels, I can say. And also the best interior ever has been designed in these cars, I can say this. So the interiors of this car are very very beautiful, guys, not only from the inside but from the outside. And it is not has been designed on the part of looks, I can say. It has been designed on the part of the beauty and seeing the technical specifications. Why technical specifications? Because only providing the beauty to the car does not add the value. The value is added only when it is having the smart features, when it is attracting technological advancement, less fuel, more power, and I can say more speed. It is because you guys already know that Ferrari is already has won nearly 15 championships, and other racer car has just won one or two or three. For example, Audi has won two, BMWs has won one only, and Mercedes has won two only. But only the Ferrari racer car has won maximum number of, I can say, championships. Yeah. So, guys, let us move to the next slide. I guess it is clear with the interior. We will continue the interior in the next slides. These are three buttons which you can see in the inside of the Laurel LA Ferrari car. It is first one is the auto button. Second one, first is the reverse on the top, then auto, then launch. What is the difference in that? And when you click the auto button, then you have to just press the speed. All the gear shifting will be done by the car itself. It's a very good smart feature. This is your subject, the smart vehicles. Like second one is the light control. Your launch button is left. In the launch button, I can say that that will be in the total manual mode. You will not be provided any assistance by the car computer. And guys, you will be really shocked to know that this La Ferrari car is controlled by 21 computers. So can you believe this one? 21 computers are controlling a single car. So the guy says that why Ferrari is costly. So this is the reason that why Ferrari is costly. Next is the steering column. Steering column has lot of the features, I can say. The most common one, which is in the normal, also in the normal car, but it has few smart features. You can see in the second picture, this one I am using a pointer over here and just lighting you, or I can do highlighting by this pencil. And I would like to add, in the steering column it has horn. It has I can say it has horn in it. It has music control. It has traction control. It has I can say one thing. It has gear, the gear shifting. It is also in the steering only. It is in the gear shifting. And also the whether any diagnostics problem is there, that is also being handled by the I can say in the by from the steering only, that can easily be detected. So guys, this is the steering control. And there are three modes. I already told you that the reverse, auto, and the launch mode, which I have explained you. The lights in this in the Ferraris are I guess not too much concerned about the lights, but they are not using fiber optic lights as used in the Renault Transorder. Though no, they are not using. I am sure that in this case, but they are not focused. They are focused upon speed and torque, and mostly traction control, which is the main feature, or the safety, I can say. They are quite concerned about that. Traction control, now the second next feature. Whenever the spoiler, I will come to that technology also, of the spoiler technology. In that, I can say, in the spoilers, what happened, that they provide a drag force, a downward braking force to the tire when they are moving at a very high speed. At that time, what happened, that the tires try to move, provide drift, but spoiler does not allow to make the car drift. And they provide the braking to the rear tires. So that control is done by the ECU. I said that 21 computers are controlling, that is being done by that. So guys, that is really really a very good option in this Ferrari. So these are the steering features which I have covered. Now let us come to the smart features. In the smart features, guys, I can say that we are having fuel filler cap and a charging cap too. Fuel filler cap is basically for the petrol. It is in petrol, it is in hybrid car, so fuel can be filled up. These cars are, I already told you, are concerned by basically with the racing. So but in this, I would like to add that they have naturally aspirated engines. They are not using turbochargers. Remember this thing, guys. It is very, very important. In the naturally aspirated engines, it is the only, I can say, in the Ferrari they are using. Other cars are no doubt using turbocharger, but not able to produce too much of the horsepower like they are producing 960 horsepower. So naturally aspirated engines are very, very, I can say, Ferrari has done a lot of technological advancement in that. Their engine is beyond the imagination of an automobile engineer, I can say. So, guys, I would like to add this that to you all are automobile engineer, just focus on the area of engine study of Ferrari. So this charging cap too for the next one was the charging cap. That is how it is done. It is just provided through the electric station or the charging station, and these are provided which provide the power to the battery. And guys, you would like to also be very you would like to get this information very interesting that whenever Ferrari travels 4 miles per hour, they get charged up. And with the travel of nearly, I can say, 100 miles, the fully battery is charged for a Ferrari. So the next feature is that movable paddle box. Guys, this you can see, this one, movable paddle box. I will explain this in the next slide also. You can see this feature, yeah, this movable slide. Smart concept, smart vehicles. Why it is this? Why I can say why this smart pedal? So guys, in this smart pedal, what happened that uh, the we does not want the weight of the car to be increased. Our first thing is that in the smart car. Second thing is that we does not allow to make the roof too much up from the ground, so that center of gravity will be increased and it will allow the drifting of the car. It does not allow the traction to the road, and it does not make the sharp I can say does not make the too much sharp turns. So what we do, what is the solution for that? The solution is that the pedal shifting is movable. The pedal can move backward and forward, but the seat will remain the same. It does not have a mechanism and the downward on which the seat can move up or down or to and fro, or I can say backward and forward. So there is no such thing in this cars. So, guys, I can say that these cars are basically using the smart pedal technology from 2009. They are providing this because racers cars is more concerned about the roof height. So it is just I can say by in this car from the last model of Ferrari, 38 mm, 13 mm, sorry, no, not 38, 13 mm, the height has been increased, but movable pedal technology has already controlled the center gravity point of the car. Next is concerned about the smart feature of the mirror 2 is of carbon fiber. Guys, look over here. Look over here. This one. This is also of carbon fiber. That is the four-layer technology. It is unbreakable. Whether car for I strike to something and it will not break into pieces. First of all, not damage the eyes of the driver, and secondly, it will not be broken into pieces because it is a laminated glass. It is having the uh, active safety device, I can say, and 30 kilogram of the force is applied when there is a crash, I can say, because this much of the force is applied by the spoiler in order to provide the braking. So guys, this I have already explained you that what is the smart concept behind your pedals. So, smart concept of paddle is just to avoid the seat movement and to provide the low center of gravity. Okay, guys. So let us come to the engine feature. Now, up to here, we have already covered, I can say, the interior. We have successfully covered the exterior also, the few of the features in the exterior, and cover the steering function. Interior steering has been covered up, and the shape of the car. Three topics, guys, you have already studied. Based upon this, let us do one next feature of the smart car. Three things you have studied: shape, interior, and the your steering. Now let us come to engine features. Engine of LA Ferrari is 6.3 liter naturally aspirated, first of all. Curse technology electrical system. I will explain this. 900 Newton meter of torque, 12 cylinder V type engine, and 963 horsepower. Guys, it is going to shock you all to know that this is the fastest car on the road with 450 kilometers per hour of speed. How it is possible? It is a naturally aspirated engine, not use a turbocharger in order to provide this intake air to provide compressed. They have already provided such a naturally aspirated compressed air that it is providing the maximum power of 963 horsepower. Now, guys, you will be knowing that what is this curse and how 963? They guys use this technology curse kinetic energy recirculation system. Kinetic energy is reused, I can say, recirculated inside the engine. How? Whenever you guys apply the brake, the energy is wasted. And there is one raise hand, I guess, in the class, but I'll let me complete this. So uh, curse is the kinetic energy recirculated or kinetic energy reserved system. Whenever the brakes are applied, the energy is wasted. That stored energy is again provided to the. It is a curse is the electrical technology that again that energy stored is allowing the intake of the air to come up with more power inside the cylinder V12 cylinders. So guys, earlier the horsepower I can say was 700, but with the curse due to the save of the energy from the wasted energy of braking, that provided technology has given 163 horsepower extra. Guys, if you can believe that this much horsepower energy is in the two wheelers to drive a smart two wheelers, I can say. But this is produced in this car La Ferrari by the kinetic energy, that is the waste kinetic energy, I can say, in the braking that is used. So that reused energy by the electrical system signal are sent, stored energy is used by the engine in order to provide the more and more power. So this much power, that is earlier it was 800 HP. With the curse, it is now 963 HP. And too much of the torque, 900 Newton meter torque is produced. These are two views of the engine of two different Ferraris, I can say. But the left one is of the La Ferrari, of which we are studying this in this course now. Let us have one MCQ for a 30 seconds. Is the curse keeps the energy when it is required is used in the La Ferraris? Okay, I'll explain this question. The curse use the energy of the braking. This type of technology is used by Ferrari or not? La Ferrari. You have to answer this. This is your MCQ question. Okay, guys, I started the polling. You have 30 seconds to answer. Curse technology is available in La Ferrari, yes or no? Okay, guys, one student has answered correctly. Yes, it is available. I have locked the poll. Now ended the poll. Okay, class. So now let us come to the next slide. Before that, I would like to show you one video again of a supercar. This is again based upon the La Ferrari only. I would like to share the screen with you guys with the audio because with sharing audio only you will be able to listen what thing I'm going to make you understand. Guys, now I click on this video. Please have a look. So guys, this is the LaFerrari car, which I was giving a brief intro about that. In this technology, there are many features, guys, which has to be gone through. Uh, Now we were on
The
to the
track.
features.
This is simply
See,
a
okay, look,
950 horsepower supercar. Because LaFerrari will go quite a lot faster than you can think, Ferrari do quite a lot of thinking for you. It has, for example, a very
okay.
sophisticated
Now
traction
let us,
control system based on Formula One tech, and you can leave it turned on.
guys. Now look over here. This is the aerodynamics used in order to give the power to Ferrari. It is not just a wastage. And here you can see the aerodynamics. It is provided to the providing the cooling to the engine. And now I come to the traction power of
Why not?
Ferrari.
Stops you crashing.
So
LaFerrari
guys,
also bristles with active aerodynamics. Now that's not new on a supercar, but this system is controlled by 21 computers, which means, according to the Ferrari eggheads, even I should be able to take Fiorano's notorious turn 7 flat out. Active aerodynamics, here we go. Don't bottle it, don't bottle it.
so guys, have you
Flat out.
just guys just notice this? This spoiler will be opened up when he'll take a sharp turn. Just notice this one.
Active aerodynamics, here we go. Don't bottle it, don't bottle it. It works! Look at that! The faster you go, the better it works.
So guys,
I
this
mean,
one.
he says it takes an idea that was essentially an environmental one and uses it to make the supercar more dramatic. In this respect, the Ferrari is more
So,
like the McLaren.
so guys, this was a video which I wanted to show you. This is basically I wanna show you that how these have very smart features in it, because your topic is smart vehicles. So these cars are using the smart vehicles in very efficiently. So let us come back again to the topic of the smart feature. This we have covered, this MCQ we have covered. Now we were on to this slide. Yes. So guys, what is a supercar? Supercar, it is having automatic gearbox. It is in this car, it is a wheel drive, battery to electric power. There is a shifting, it is in hybrid. Guys, you can see if I take my pointer, you can see this part. This is basically the battery to the electric power, these two orange lines. When the power is being shifted from the petrol engine to the battery, and battery to the petrol, these two things are came into existence, these pipes, these hose pipes. So central locking tool is available, that it is quite locked when it is get overturned, or at a high speed. I can say the driver, there is a very risk of chances of the accident in these cars, because these are racer cars. So central locking tools are there. Carbon fiber chases, guys, I already told you that it uses the hexagonal structure of the fiber, carbon fiber, onto the surface of the outer surface. And also the carbon fiber is used for the interiors, but this carbon fiber chases is 25% stiffer than McLaren, then Mercedes. So these studies have also been taken into account that carbon fiber chases are 27% lighter in the stiffer and lighter with respect to other supercars. So battery to electric power, this we have covered. This we have covered. This is why rear wheel drive, because in the this La Ferrari there is the front space we are using for many other things, so rear wheel drive is used over here. So guys, let's have an MCQ again. In this, would you like to answer this MCQ? I am starting the polling for that. Okay guys, just the question is, what is the horsepower produced of an LA Ferrari supercar? The option is 950 or 700 horsepower. And also, I would like to make your raise hand that why this answer? Why this answer? Yeah. Okay, guys, this is in front of you. You have 30 seconds to answer. Mm, though it's a very easy question we have covered earlier. So, what is the horsepower of a LaFerrari supercar? Yeah. Absolutely correct. It is 950, 963, or I can say it is the approximate horsepower which is produced by LaFerrari. So, guys, I would like to answer you over here that in this polling session, this question has been given to you guys to know that 800 HP is produced by the Ferrari naturally aspirated engine, and 163 horsepower is produced by the Kurz, that is the saving kinetic energy while braking. So I'm ending up this poll over here. Okay, guys, let us move to the next slide. What is the center of gravity concept? I already discussed a bit of this in the starting that four layer different carbon fiber lighter material is used for the outer surface of the LaFerrari. Uh, so first thing for in center of gravity concept explanation was the lighter weight. Second was a driver seat was fixed, and so that he can sit lower, and so high roof is not required in order to make the driver sit. So roof was bit low, I can say that. Roof lower was proportionate to the lower center of gravity, and that lower center of gravity is further proportional to the while it will take a turn, while the La Ferrari, the F1 Ferrari will take a turn. What will happen? Then the low center of gravity will not allow the vehicle to move too much outward, and the spoiler will provide the air braking. So, guys, these things are interconnected now. See the advancement of technology in the LaFerrari. The lowering of the roof is proportionate to the center of gravity. So, this center of the gravity now does not allow the car to get outward to allow the drift. So center of gravity should be low. It is quite understood. So smart cars, you can say, if I talk about the Renault, I talk about Audi, I talk about Mercedes, the smart cars whatsoever will be designed, they will be of the low roof. Either they will open their top roof, and they will make the movement outside for the, I can say, mm, movement outside for the this your pedal which is moving downward or forward or backward, the race pedal. So they will not allow the increase in the height of the roof, it will increase the center of gravity. So it is an hybrid electric and petrol car. I already told you it is an hybrid car which is having petrol and electric supply. And the spoiler air brake, guys, spoiler air brakes is providing just to avoid the drifting of the car. I already explained you this. uh, Let us move to the next slide now. You are having one MCQ. What is the highest speed of a LaFerrari. It is whether 280 or it is whether 210. You have to either answer one or two. So, guys, I started a polling. Okay, answer me. Yes, I get the correct answer. That is one. Uh, this is 280 miles per hour. That is approximate 480 kilometer per hour. So guys, let us come to the controls now. Control, it has traction control system. You can clearly see in this slide also. It is on the steering. We are having the traction control system. So active aerodynamics is there, controlled by 21 computers. I already told you it is a sports car and the fastest road car made by the Ferrari. So guys, this is a very beautiful feature of this. Again, an MCQ for you guys. This is engine use LA Ferrari. Engine used in LA Ferrari is whether V6 or V12. So I put again and question number 4 for this, and you have to answer A or B. Your poll starts now. Yes, I got the correct answer in just 1 second. That is A. Yeah, A is the correct answer. That is V12 engine. It is naturally aspirated engine, I would like to add, and it is producing very good horsepower 963. By the car, it is 800, 163 is by the cars, and it is having the torque of 900 Newton meter. Very good, guys. You answer correctly. Next slide. Revision to all features is the through sensors. It is having ultrasonic sensors, audiometry sensors, central computer, radars, video cameras, and lidars. So, guys, these location is already mentioned in the slide. The video cameras and the audiometry sensors. 21 computers are controlling this, guys. Don't forget these things. Radars are over there. So many features are there in this slide. You can see. Next is the computer vision. They can also detect the cars in front or at the back or at the side, opening of the airbags, opening of the detecting the road signals. These such features are also there. So guys, I would like to ask and give you an homework also regarding to this, that what are the smart vehicles, why do smart vehicles, how do they work, how do they work, how the smart vehicles are involving, unmanned vehicles, what is the concept behind that. So this is all about the, I can say, the concept of the Ferrari. So guys, don't think that this is the end of the knowledge to LA Ferrari. It is very very beyond. In the engines, they have done very good, I can say, a very good advancement. In the engines, they have done very very good advancement. Even naturally aspirated engine producing such an high power is really a big task for the other companies in today also. But Ferrari also say this, that they are not going to work completely in the electric. They have no interest in electric, so they will be working in hybrid or either in the petrol, because they are concerned more about the, I can say, the racing. And also, guys, Enzo Ferrari is the owner who died later back in 90s, I guess. So he was a very hard worker, and he has designed such an beautiful cars with such an advanced feature that we automobile engineers, mechanical engineers, and mechatronics, or the design engineers are really working in this area to explore the beauty of the design, to explore the beauty of the technology, to explore that how these things are possible in Italy. If it is happening in India, we are over here, we are learning a lot from their centers. So, guys, stay tuned. This was all about the LaFerrari from my side. You can explore more this on your on internet about that. And you have any query, you can email me to Dr. Supreet Singh to triple three Supreet Singh 33 @gmail.com. and you can also visit my YouTube page from this email. And I have already uploaded many videos related to automobile for these sections. So guys, thank you all. Really warm welcome to you all from the Department of I can say Automobile Engineering. Really thanks to the department for providing me the opportunity to make you all aware of these that this technology of La Ferrari. Really thankful to all. Thank you, guys.